Stop both engines. Pass up the telescope, Tom. She's there, and she's resting.
Write that down in the club book, Tom.
Number 7, nest, doing well. Half ahead, both engines.
We'll be going soon. We'll miss it if he doesn't get in quick. He's missed it now.
Thanks for opening the door.
Our father makes us do it all the time.
What?
He's an archaeologist.
Mine's a doctor.
We know 2 doctors, and both of them are very old.
My father's quite young.
Ours is extremely old. He must be 40. I never want to be 40. I don't suppose they're for your father's surgery.
They're for my boat.
You have a boat?
She's called Titmouse. She's not very big, but she sails like anything. And she's got an awning. I slept in her last night.
Alone? Your father didn't mind?
He likes boats. So does everyone in this part of Norfolk. Do you like boats?
Rather. We're going to stay on one.
Have you done much sailing?
Well, a bit. None at all. Not yet.
Well, I expect you'll learn quite fast.
That's what we want to do, isn't it, Dick? That heron!
Are you interested in birds?
Yes, but we don't see as many as we'd like to, because we live in London.
Do you collect eggs?
Certainly not.
Don't ever begin.
I won't.
We've got a bird protection society where I live. We don't collect eggs. We watch over the birds and make sure the nests are safe. This year, we're watching 37 nests.
37?
And that's only in our reaches. Horningway.
That must be a record.
This way. Would you mind holding my bike while I load it up, please? Thanks.
Tom Dutton? I now had several complaints about you, my man. Jumping on a train when you were fairly going. Might have broken every bone in your body. What would doctor said then, huh?
I was on the platform in time, Mr. Frost. I was looking for port and starboard. Then I tripped. I had to get on the train.
Port and starboard? Why, I saw them go off with Mr. Farland more than an hour ago. They'll be on the river by now, racing that boat of theirs.
Richard and Dorothea. Whoa, whoa.
Morning, Mom.
Morning, Mr. Frost. Welcome to Norfolk. Richard?
Hello.
Dorothea.
Hello.
Well, we better get your cases on the back.
Well, I better be off now. Bye. And thanks again.
Bye.
Bye.
Up you come. Who was your friend?
We met him on the train. He knows an awful lot about boats. And birds.
What a mine of information he must be.
Oh, that's Tom Dudgeon, Mom. Doctor's son from Horning. Always on the water he is. And those Farland girls, port and starboard. Thick as thieves they are, and all great sailors. Now, Ma'am, if you'll excuse me.
Yes, we'd better make a start. I promised Norman I'd get Rufus back as quickly as possible. Norman's the ostler. Rufus is the pony. Right, off we go. Off we go.
Right, Jack, let him go.
Well, now, I don't see any direct resemblance to either of your parents. But I think all in all, that's not entirely a bad thing. So, Dorothy, are you still writing your stories? Your mother tells me you're amassing quite a collection.
Actually, Mrs. Barrable, seeing as you're a friend of the family, we'd rather you called us Dot and Dick.
Because usually, if we're called Richard and Dorothea, it means we're in for trouble.
Oh, I see. I must remember that. Dick and Dot it is, then.
Hello, Mum, I'm back.
Hello, darling. Did you manage to find all you needed?
Yes, everything. I was jolly lucky. I just came in to tell you I'll be on titmouse for the rest of the day. Must have a ship shape for the twins in the meeting.
Coot Club meeting?
Yes, it's to plan what we'll do for the last 2 weeks of the holiday.
Right. I'm just making tea. Would you like to take some down with you?
Lovely.
You hold on to that, will you? There we are. Welcome to the Teasel. I hope you like her.
It's very nice.
Well, we better get your things on board. Come on, pass them up. Hello? I spy pirates. Now, you never expected to see pirates in Norfolk, did you?
They're rowing jolly well. But look at that.
Brace. Now, hold tight. Hold tight. They're mad! Inconsiderate and downright dangerous! Those boys could have been swamped! Did either of you get the name of that cruiser?
The Margaretta.
No business is going as fast as that. It's quite illegal.
hatchings. Last. Would you believe where they're now moored? Not across number 7 nest. Right across it. Old Mother Coot won't be able to go near the nest with that cruiser there. We'll have to do something. Right. Row you over there and I'll hail them. Margaretta! Margaretta ahoy! Some more row they're making. Margaretta ahoy!
What do you kids want?
If you please, sir. It's where you're mooring, sir.
Are you in a carnival or something?
Bird Protection Society. You're fair and square on the coot's nest with eggs nigh on hatching.
So what?
Old Mother Coot, she daren't come near while you're here.
Well, then the damn thing can nest somewhere else. We moor where we like, and we like it here.
Please, sir, them eggs will never hatch while you're here. It's better mooring not 50 yards downriver.
Oh, buzz off.
But them eggs has to hatch.
Now go away. Shove off. Pronto.
Hello, twins.
Hello, Miss Dudgeon.
How was the race? Did you win?
Nearly, but not nearly enough.
Oh, well. Treat it as a practice race for the regatta.
I'd rather we practice winning.
You've come to see Tom, I suppose. Highly important Coot Club meeting.
Yes, is he about?
He's on board the Titmouse.
Okay, come on, Port.
So how did the race go?
We were second. We had to go about just as we were drawing level with the leader.
Did you get a chance to see number 7 nest? Have the eggs hatched yet?
She's still sitting. At least I think so.
Oh, well. The Death and Glories will be making a proper patrol, so they'll know.
There they are now.
We've got bad news! About number 7. Why? What's happened? The Margaretta's moored right alongside the Coot's nest. The Margaretta? That socking great cruiser. We then asked them to move. I'm nice and polite, but one of them fellas, they told us to shove off. He just threw a bucket of water over us. That's real nice, that is.
What absolute rotters.
They're nothing but a pack of hullabaloos aboard that cruiser, tearing along the Broads too fast. Upsetting everybody with their wash. All that noise they're making. What are we going to do, Tom? There's only one thing to do. They won't move their mooring. They've got to be unmoored.
Set her adrift, you mean?
Yes.
But if you're caught, you'll be in bad trouble.
I know, but I don't want the rest of you getting it in the neck. So all Coots off the river. Find something to do and make sure you're seen doing it.
But setting a boat adrift, it's illegal and dangerous. There must be some other way.
But there isn't. You've heard the Death and Glories. Those hullabaloos can't be persuaded to move. And if they stay there overnight, the Coots will desert the nest in panic.
But if the Margaretta goes drifting around, there could be a really bad accident.
That's their worry. Mine's the nest.
Trouble is, I never know what to say on postcards to people.
But I thought you were a writer, Doc.
Writing stories is different. The weather's fine, and I wish you were here. But I can't write that to Mummy and Daddy, because it wouldn't be true. This is our adventure, not theirs.
All right, the weather's foul and I'm glad you're not here.
Idiots. We know they're beastly, Tom, but does that give you the right to put them in danger?
They're threatening a nest and they don't care. So they can take their chances.
But if you're caught, you'll be reported to the police. You'll be fined and taken off the river.
You don't beat bullies by giving in to them.
I know. Shall I tell Mummy we'll be starting to sail tomorrow?
But, my dears, we won't be doing any sailing.
What? Not sailing? But
We've been looking forward to it for months.
We talked about nothing else.
But surely... I thought I'd explained it all to your mother, but obviously I didn't. You see, now that my brother's not joining us, we won't be able to sail the Teasel. I can't manage it by myself, and you two don't know how to sail. So we could only use it as a houseboat. Oh, my dears, I am most dreadfully sorry.
You're in a hurry, young Tom.
Not particularly.
What's the secret this time?
It's none of your business, George Howden. Hold hard. Look. PC Tedder's bike. He must be having his tea. So what? It's the perfect alibi. What are you on about? Tom said to be seen off the river, doing something. I know what Tom said. Well then, let's go ask PC Tedder if he wants his garden weeded. Yeah, why not? And we can dig up good worms for fishing. Right then, let's go knock on his door.
Time for Uncle Mac to read us today's story.
Livy, darling. Thirsty?
Another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee. A lot of shoes, a lot of rice, the groom is nervous, he answers twice. It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee. Picture a little love nest down where the roses cling. Picture the same sweet love nest. Think what a year can bring. He's washing dishes and baby clothes. He's so ambitious, he even sews. But don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee.
My God, we're adrift! Jerry, do something quickly!
What? Damn it, bluff!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, no!
Look, there's someone rowing away. He must have done it.
The little swine.
Well, don't stand there. Let's get after him.
something very odd. Excuse me. Wretched people again.
Where's that confounded boy? Hand him over before I summon the police! You set us loose!
I don't know what you're talking about, but this child and his sister have been with me all day.
And have you seen a boy go by in a sort of pump thing?
Most certainly not.
What?
What seems to be your problem?
Some little horror set us adrift.
Did heaven knows how much damage.
Sent half our records overboard.
Damn near broke my ankle.
And completely endangered our lives.
And we want him, little beast.
Well, you won't find him here.
Oh. Then it must be one of those 3 gutter snipes we saw this afternoon.
Took up our anchors and cast us loose.
We'll find him and we'll wring the little brute's neck.
Oh, come on, we're wasting time with this old freak. Let's get on, he can't have gone far.
Young woman, I don't like your manners.
Oh, do pipe down, you old bore. You were never in danger.
Well said.
What awful people. They shouldn't be allowed on the river.
Selfish, unimaginative, and they think they own the earth. Excuse me. Hadn't you better come out and explain?
Thank you for sending them off like that.
Tom Dudgeon.
Well, they were 5 to 1, weren't they? And very insolent. Well, what's it all about?
You think you've been doing a good job here this last hour?
Trying to, Mr. Tedder. We need some cash so we can do up our little boat.
Well, now. I reckon you've done a pretty good job. Here.
A tanner? Thanks ever so much, Mr. Tedder.
Handsome be like handsome do. You saved me a pair of work in this whole garden.
She'll be all right soon. Can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Barrable. I only wish there was something I could do in return.
It just might be, you know. Dick and Dorothy came here expecting a fortnight's sailing. And if you could spare the time to give them some instruction, I know they'd be delighted.
Oh, yes. Do you think you could, Tom? We'd really enjoy it.
Well, as long as I can keep out of the way of those dreadful hullabaloos. My friends, Port and Starboard, might lend a hand, I think. They're twins. One's left-handed, so she's known as Port. And the other's right-handed.
So she's known as Starboard.
Well, you sound a versatile crew, Tom. So when can you start?
How about tomorrow morning?
Oh, gorgeous. And I should write a book about it.
Thank you, Mrs. McGinty. Splendid.
What is Ginty's breakfast?
The regatta, you clown. They've accepted our late entry. So it's down to the water all next week. 3 qualifying races and the finals on Saturday.
Smashing.
I suppose that means packed lunches for the rest of the week.
Don't forget the pop.
Pop! Plenty of beef teas, what growing girls need.
Mm.
That's enough darkness from the pair of you. Bustle, bustle. Time for the office.
Aged parent, how you slave for us.
Bye, Mrs. McGinty.
Bye, sir.
Come on, Port. Farewell, Aged P.
Goodbye, horrible.
Don't overdo things, AP.
Oh, no danger of that, dreadful. Goodbye, darlings.
Bye, Daddy. Take the roof down. Yes, it's a lovely day. Right then, down to the river. There must be lots of Coot Club business to see to. Yes, quick, before Ginty can send us shopping.
Girls? What do you think you're doing?
Oi, Betsy. Hello. Ah, not long to go now, Jane. Riley.
Oh, Bill, watch you.
It's them. There are those wretched gutter snipes. Come on!
And you young twit, what do you think you're doing?
Hiding of your life.
Let us be, will you?
What's all this, then?
It's this boy, officer.
Oh, yes? What's he now done?
He came along yesterday afternoon when we were in our cabins and set us adrift.
Is that true, Joe?
I never seen nobody dressed in my whole life.
Well, of course it was him. I saw him quite plainly rowing away.
So did I, damn it.
Very serious accusation, that. When would the offence have taken place?
I can tell you exactly. It was 5:30 because they said so on the wireless.
5:30. I see. Well, at 5:30, them three boys was doing a bit of work in my garden. They didn't leave till after 6.
Of course it was them. They'd been round earlier asking us to move.
At 5:30, them three boys was in my garden, ma'am.
Then it must have been some other young lout.
Well, I'll know when I catch up with him. I had him in my glasses and I saw him quite clearly. A real criminal, if ever there was one.
But do you still wish to make a official complaint against these boys?
Well, no. Not these boys. But I'll find the young hooligan who did it.
Oh, come on, Jerry, let's go for a drink.
Off you go now, you boys.
Am I mistaken, Mr. Tedder? Or is there a 5-mile-an-hour speed limit through Horning Village?
Perfectly right, ma'am. That is so.
In that case, those people have been disregarding that speed limit. And the safety of other users of the river. They almost swamped me just now. Do I formally complain to you or the Bureau Commissioners?
They hear you, Mrs. Barrable. And I reckon they'll be a bit more careful in future. That don't excuse the lad who set them adrift. Silly and dangerous thing to do that. And they mean to have him for it, whoever he is.
You made a complete ass of yourself, Jerry, so just forget it.
Forget it. Do you realize that damn boy could have completely ruined our cruise? He is not going to get away with it.
Don't be a fool. We'll never find him now.
Do you want to bet?
I'll lay you £5 you don't catch him.
All right. You're on.
They all row jolly well, don't they? I can't work out which twin is which, though, can you?
Port's the left-handed one and starboard's the right-handed one.
I know that, but they don't speak left and right-handed, do they?
Once we get into Ranworth Broad, we might be able to find some wind.
Splendid. Don't tire yourselves out.
Don't worry about us. We're used to it. Nearly there.
And so, once they reached the tranquility of Ranworth Broad, the daring outlaw Tom began to teach our young adventurers the rudiments of sailing, aided by those reckless twins, port and starboard. As you must learn to walk before you can run, so you must, alas, learn to row before you can sail. But Dick and Dot persevered gamely and eventually were allowed to row round the Broad on their own. The first lesson in seamanship was taken closely to heart.
They ain't half bad, you know, for beginners,
said the outlaw, apparently sincerely, but at all times concerned about his deadly foes aboard the giant cruiser, and aware that his days of freedom were numbered. But even in the midst of danger, there were compensations.
Then put it against your shoulder and push it. When you get to the other end, twist it so you don't get stuck.
Our young hero Dick had to learn the tricky ways of quanting. And quanting, as all sailors know, has its problems.
Dick's fallen in!
Where is he? Oh! God. Get your feet up. No. Well, however did that happen? And come on, let's get these wet things off.
The sailing itself took longer to master, and there were times when it seemed unlikely that Dick would ever learn to concentrate sufficiently.
Keep your eyes on the steering, not on the birds, Dick. Sorry.
But within a very few days, our intrepid hero and heroine were beginning to feel at home on the water.
Oh, look.
They're learning fast.
Oh, they're keen. Jolly good!
Having completed their sailing apprenticeship, our young adventurers were now ready to begin their epic voyage to Yarmouth, Beccles, and beyond. But there was one disappointment. What a shame.
What's that?
Port and starboard are going racing with their father. They won't be able to come with us on our voyage.
Yes, it is a shame. But look at it this way. Without them, you and Dick will have to really work. And that way you'll learn far more. Tom? Now, here's a list of the things we need to take with us on the voyage, but are you sure you need to go shopping in Wroxham? There's awful hullabaloos might spot you.
I think they're well out of the way by now. They might even have finished their hire of the cruiser. Anyway, I've got to go to Wroxham to buy that oil lamp.
Yes, well, keep a weather eye open.
Aye, aye, Admiral. I'll be back by lunchtime. You two remember to practice your rowing.
Don't take any risks, Tom.
I'll keep my head down.
Bye.
Bye.
One, two, one. You must keep in time and stop watching the signet stick and row. Row scientifically. All right. One, two. One, two. Wait. Listen. It can't be. Tom! They'll catch Tom. He doesn't know they're here. But what should we do? Tell the others. Get help. Row, Doc. Row! Joe! Top, come here. Look.
The Margaretta. They've stopped.
But for how long? Look, that boy's telling them something. What do you think?
I think he's telling them where Tom is.
Port, starboard. We need help.
What's up? Tom's gone off shopping to Wroxham in the titmouse. We saw this boy. What boy?
He was fat
About 15.
and smoking a cigarette.
Sounds like George Howden. We saw him talking to the hullabaloos and pointing upriver. George Howden's got a grudge against Tom.
We've got to warn Tom, and the Margaretta will catch him.
If Tom's gone shopping in Wroxham, I'd better get on my bike and see if I can find him. We'll just have to carry on rowing towards Wroxham then.
Wait, you're tired out, the pair of you. Port and I can take over from here.
Right, I'm off then. You'll have to hurry.
It's all getting worse and worse. How do you mean? Just look at that notice over there. A reward will be paid to any person who can give information concerning the boy who, on the evening of Saturday the 22nd, cast off the mooring ropes of the motor cruiser Margaretta.
They really mean it, don't they? They're going to catch him and punish him.
Now then, young Tom, make the best of the day, are you?
Don't I always?
That's the spirit.
Hey there! Watch out, Tom! Hullabaloo! Margaretta! She'll be here in a jiffy!
There's nowhere to hide! Quick, turn around!
And thus, the intrepid outlaw, aided by his faithful band, once more eluded the sinister vigilance of the Margaretta and her crew.
I'm quite sure you're capable of taking Teasel down past Great Yarmouth. And Dick and Dot know enough now to do exactly as you tell them.
It's not the sailing I'm worried about, it's the Margaretta. Perhaps we better not take the titmouse. If George Auden tells the Hullabaloos that she belongs to me, they're bound to find me.
Then we must disguise her.
And disguised she was. Tom agreed that Mrs. Barrable should paint out the name, and in order to make her look like Teasel's tender, the boys rigged a rope around her. She was transformed. And so the big adventure began, with enemies lurking everywhere. After a day's perfect sailing, they came to their first major obstacle. But once they had all helped to lower the mast, Tom single-handed towed them through.
Well done, Tom!
Now let's find somewhere to moor for the night. Good night, William.
What's the matter? Look! They must have come here during the night, and we didn't hear anything. We've got to get away, and quietly, without waking the Hullabaloos. Right, I'll go and tell the others. No! If we ain't Mrs. Barrable and Dot, then William's going to start barking. That's bound to give the game away. Then what should we do? First we think, then we make a plan. They're obviously heading downstream. There's no other way. We're going to have to double back on ourselves. You steer the Teasel. Yes. William, be quiet! What do you think I'm doing? Shh. Why? What's going on? Look. Margaretta.
one thing we can do, Tom. We must go back to Horning, have a council of war with your father, and perhaps take some legal advice. The twins' father's a solicitor.
You've asked my opinion. All right. Unmooring any boat is an offence. And to unmoor a cruiser with 5 unsuspecting people below in their cabins is a grave offence.
Yes, but they all...
Don't interrupt, Tom. There's a good fellow.
I know perfectly well why you felt you had to do it. Those people are objectionable. And they would have been responsible if the Coots had deserted their nest. But they do have the law on their side, Tom. And your Coot Club doesn't.
By the same token, there isn't a single river lover who wouldn't approve of what Tom did.
Oh, I agree. And these hullabaloos, as you call them, know it. And it's made them even more determined to catch the culprit. And if they do catch you, Tom, it'll be very embarrassing for your father. I mean, after all, quite apart from him being a doctor, he's a magistrate.
Frank, are you suggesting that Tom should turn himself in before they can catch him?
No. What I am going to suggest is this. That Tom makes himself scarce. Now, he can either stay indoors for 10 days, or he could take Mrs. Barrable and the children off and away. Right away.
Well, you were thinking of going where, Mrs. Barrable?
Beccles. I spent most of my childhood there, you know. We might even go to Norwich.
Well, then, nobody will look for a Horning boy that far south. You should be safe enough once you're the other side of Yarmouth.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm only sorry that the twins won't be going with you.
Oh, so am I. But it's understandable. They wouldn't want to miss the regatta.
True. Now then, if you leave early tomorrow, you should be off to a flying start, with the wind the way it is at present.
So, we'll leave from Horningstay at 9.
Smashing. Can I go and tell the others?
Cut along, then.
Oh, and tell those daughters of mine to get along home. Otherwise, Mrs. McGinty will be on the warpath. Yes. Yes, I see.
McGinty! Sorry,
Are you sure?
late.
Shh. Who there?
Morning, Ginty.
Yes.
Why is the agent P on the telephone?
Your father is on the electric telephone because of something important that came in this morning's post. Important. To keep a buddy from his meal.
Nobody ever sends me any exciting post. That's because you're so boring.
Who got out of bed the wrong side, then?
That's just about torn it.
What's up, AP?
The law, as usual. I've planned for months on having this week free for racing, and now this.
What?
An old client of mine has died and left his very considerable affairs in an unholy mess. I shall have to go to Newmarket and sort them out. Thank you, Mrs. McGinty.
Today?
Yes.
I'll get the girls' eggs.
But what about the racing?
Forget the racing, darlings. This is going to take at least a week.
A week?
We shall have to scratch from every race. Look, I'm sorry, but it can't be helped.
AP? If you're going to be away, what about our sailing on the Teasel with Tom and Mrs. Barrable and Dot and Dick?
Well, yes, if they'll have you.
Have us. Of course they will.
All right.
Thanks, Daddy. Tell Ginty, AP, while we get ready.
Send me a postcard from Beccles. If you remember my name.
Morning, Mrs. Teta.
Morning, my little booties. What's the hurry? Been robbing the bank?
No, just sent by to the police station. No, they've gone. Look! Isn't that a Briton?
It's a bittern, all right.
Will you look that, please, Admiral?
11:15, sighted a bittern.
And 2 red shanks earlier.
I got those.
When do we get to the hardest part?
It depends on the tide. We don't want to get to the bridge too early or too late.
Are you worried?
A bit, but not about you two or the sailing.
About the hullabaloos?
Something Mr. Farland said last night, that if they do catch me, it'll look very bad for my father. A doctor shouldn't let his son do dangerous and irresponsible things.
They said they won't leave until 9. Can't blame Tom. Be making the best of the winds. Look, the scarlet! Jim, wake up! The garnet, ahoy!
Morning, me old booties.
Wait!
What's the trouble, gal?
We need your help. We're bound to catch them up, aren't we, Mr. Woodall?
Oh, should do. Now to say we're now gone. Depends on when Tom saw off, though.
We've got to catch them up. We've got to.
Trust all Sir Garnet. Won't never let us down.
Of course, no one aboard the teaser was aware that the twins were following in hot pursuit, and with a good wind and Tom at the tiller, they were soon approaching Yarmouth.
Hey! What do you reckon?
3 kids. That'll do us nice.
Tide's still running.
He'll come about soon. Wait for slack water.
We're here too early, I'm afraid. We'll have to turn around and see if we can hang about a bit.
I'll leave it to you.
Ready about?
Like all true navigators, Tom realised that timing was critical. He carefully explained to Dot and Dick that with 2 great rivers meeting, it was vital that the passage through Yarmouth took place only at low water. Once through, they would then have the full benefit of the flood tide to speed them on their way towards Beccles.
Come on now. Play your round here now. I'm all up aboard.
No, thank you.
We're in no hurry.
Come on now, just throw me. Throw me a rope and I'll make you fast. Look, come on now. Come over to me and you'll be all right.
We don't mind sailing until the tide slackens.
You've got some money here, boy, you see. Come on now, I'll make you safe. That's it, man. We've got people here who won't see reason.
Attempt to board this boat and I'll see you both in jail.
All right, lady! You want some help? Don't come and ask for it!
All right, Ben, all right. There'll be others.
What was that all about?
They're wreckers.
Wreckers? But he wanted to help.
Once they get aboard with an unsuspecting crew, they run them into real danger and then claim salvage for rescuing them.
Real wreckers? Gosh.
They didn't fool Tom, though.
Stand by to go about again.
Isn't this exciting?
That's one way of describing it.
Easy does it. Nice.
You mean we have to stay here for the night? It's only 5 o'clock.
Well, I'm sorry, missus, but we can't go no further. You come along with me and I'll show you why. Well, now, it's like this, you see. We're here. Now, Tom got through the bridge because he caught the tide right. We missed it, so we got to stay here. No engine, you see. Reckon you'll be in Beccles by now.
How do we get to Tom?
Well, now, bit of a facer is that.
Jem, there's old Bob in the come-along. You might know where the tay's last.
Bob! These young friends of ours come to join a little old yacht, the Tazel, with Tom Dudgeon Horning aboard. Seen him go through?
I went through the beach at low tide, they did. Heading towards Beckle.
We've come so far. We can't give up now.
Up you in, me old dears. I gotta go your way to fetch a yacht now, what's Mr. Ty up here. But we'll see if we can catch that old teasel.
Hi, Mr. Widow. Thank you.
Right.
Bye.
Rare little old gal.
What they got is grit.
What do you think, Skipper? Should we tie up here for the night?
Let's go on sailing forever. We could take turns being awake.
We'll go on as long as the wind holds. I say, isn't that a spoonbill over there? What? The chap with hunched up shoulders. Must be. I've only seen them once. This goes down in the Coot Club book.
And in Teasel's log.
There are birds everywhere, wherever we look. Oh, Dick, isn't this heaven?
Okay, Houghton, or whatever you call yourself. Where will I find it?
He's over near Beckles. You just follow the river round, all the way around there.
Yes. I'm going to show you something very nice. Money. See this? This can be yours, and plenty more. Come back with something a little more specific. I'll see you here in about half an hour, okay? And I want some facts, okay? Right, see you then.
Reckon we can sleep under here, real comfortable. Especially if your mum give us them mattresses. She will. Got 'em off my granny. She died last week. That's good, then. If only we had £10. We could fit out a proper cabin and have a little old stove. £10? Don't be daft. Take my dad a month to earn £10. Coots forever! And ever. We've got to think fast. Why? What's happened? I just seen Malcolm. He's our Coot in Wroxham. I know who Malcolm is. Now get on with it. Well, his dad works for Rodley's boatyard, and the Margaret's laid up for repairs. But it's fixed now, and it's setting out in the morning. Where to? After Tom. But how did Malcolm know that? Malcolm's got big ears. George Howden told him that Tom's gone down to Beckles. But did he tell him Tom's name? No. George wants that reward, but he doesn't want people to know it was him that named Tom. Them hullabaloos is going to catch him, and they're going to give him the hiding of his life before they hand him over to the police. We've got to find Tom to warn him. But we're not going to beat the Margaletta in this. We can try, if we leave now and row and sail through the night. Come on. Right.
Don't you feel a bit sad having been away from here for so long?
Not a bit. One can't go on yearning for what was past, otherwise you'd never enjoy the present. And the present's where we live. Now, first to find the general stores and post office. I want to send a postcard to that...
I fear that Mrs. Barrable does not possess the soul of a true romantic.
Wonder when we shall meet Tom. We've got to press on fast. Right! Come on then, keep going!
What does he weigh?
1 stone, 3 pounds.
Well, what's his fortune?
You're a hard worker and should become successful.
Good old William.
Ah, Tom. I shall read you what I've written to my brother. Horning yesterday, Beccles today, and not a scratch on her paint. That should put him in his place, I believe. William, how much does he weigh?
1 stone, 3.
You're putting on weight, William.
Here's his fortune.
Now it's your turn, Mrs. Barrable.
Right you are. Oh, what nonsense.
Look, it's Coot and starboard.
Hello! What on earth are you doing here?
We've had such a time. Daddy had to scratch from the regatta because of his work, so we can sail with you after all.
Oh, super!
Then we tried to catch you up and caught a lift aboard the Cigarnet. Then we switched to that tug, the Come-Along.
Come along, we passed her.
Then we spent a night on an old sailing barge.
My word, you have been clever.
I don't suppose you had time to find out what the Margaletta's doing?
We did. Jim Woodall told us.
What?
It seems the Hullabaloo's bashed it, trying to go through Potterheim Bridge at high tide.
They would.
So it's at Rodney's of Wroxham, waiting for repairs.
Wroxham? Thank goodness for that. Now I can really enjoy my sailing with them out of the way.
Thank you very much.
Well, you're a good lad. You've certainly done your bit. So here's a quid. There'll be more like it when I can lay my hands on that little ruffian. Cast off, James. Righto. All right, Livy?
Don't you tell him that I set you onto him. I've got to go on living here when you lot's gone.
I've never seen you before in all my life.
Oh, and don't you forget them Death and Glory boys. They're out to warn them you're on your way.
Oh, don't worry about them. We'll catch up with them and give them the fright of their lives. They'll never want to sail again when we finish with them.
You're gonna wish you never crossed me, Tom Dudgeon.
I've never seen a jaguar, nor yet an armadillo, dillowing in his armor, and I suppose I never will. Unless I go to Rio, these wonders to behold. Rolling down to Rio, roll down to Rio, and I'd like to roll to Rio someday
Gosh, I wonder what it means. Sounds jolly urgent. I do hope nothing dreadful's happened.
There's a public house about half a mile downstream. I suggest we go there. They're certain to have a telephone they'll let you use.
A cup of coffee, a sandwich, and you. Around the corner, a table for two. For half an hour, to cuddle and coo. With lots of hugging and kissing in view. I don't need music, lobster or wine. Whenever your eyes are
Yes, yes, Kint, you'll be fine. Absolutely. We'll do as you say. Yes? Yes, as soon as possible. Tom and Mrs. Barrable will understand. Bye. Bye, Kinty.
Everything all right?
Well, it's not bad news. Just unexpected. Daddy's sorting through his client's affairs quicker than he thought he would. So he'll be home tomorrow evening. Yes, and he wants us home then too, so we can crew for him in the regatta. Then he won't be able to come to Norwich with us. Afraid not. But don't let that spoil your trip. No, we can catch a bus back.
But that's unthinkable when you've come so far to find us. No, we'll all sail back to Horning. If we left now, we could get there by tomorrow evening, couldn't we, Tom?
Of course we could.
Right. Off we go. William and we're wondering where we've got to anyway. Come on. Running very low on food and drinking water. We'll have to stop as soon as we can, Tom. Otherwise, we've a very dreary night ahead of us.
Oh, but it's rotten mooring around here.
I'll tell you what. We'll sail into Braden Water and tie up by the pilot boat.
Good-o, there'll be lots of waders to watch now the tide's going out. There are 2 houses marked near the mouth of the Broad.
Well, that looks like a farm. Let's tie up there and see if they can sell us something.
I daren't. Not with the tide going out. We might get stuck. If Starboard could take over and sail the teasel round to the pilot and moor there, I could take the titmouse and get the stores. I'll be back before you can get the sails down.
Right you are. Carry on.
The wind's dropping. We want to get to Tom before the hullabaloos, don't we?
Of course we do.
Well then, carry on.
Hide! There ain't nowhere to hide. Any road. They're after Tom, not us.
Those little beasts again.
There's no one else about. Give them a lesson they won't forget, James.
Yes. Let's give them the fright of their lives, the little swine.
They're gonna ram us! They made us, you did! And our grub's gone overboard! I hope you sink and drown! You deserve to drown!
Is there anything else I can get you?
No, I think that's all, thank you.
Well, no, that's 2 dozen eggs, quart of milk, 3 loaves, and 3 pounds of bacon. That'd be 6 and 10 pence halfpenny.
Thank you.
11 pence, 7 shillings, 7 and 6, and half a crown makes 10 shillings, thanks.
Thank you.
I'll give you a hand with these down to your boat. You've a lot to carry.
Thanks awfully.
You'll be all this and that little boat.
No, there's a yacht with me. A teasel. She's moored round by the pilot's boat.
You sure? One I saw went right past it.
She didn't moor.
No, sailed clean past the pilot boat, what? 20 minutes ago. You'll have a job catching her.
I expect she's just gone exploring. She'll be back any minute now.
Well, I hope you find them. Low water's generally a mist rolls in from the sea. Gets thick as fog sometimes. Well, cheerio.
Cheerio.
I don't like the look of this mist. I think we'd better turn back and join Tom.
Stand by to go about. It's getting thicker.
Teasel! Teasel ahoy! Teasel! Anchor! Anchor! Teasel! Teasel ahoy!
Titmouse ahoy!
All together.
Titmouse ahoy! Teasel! I'm aground! Well and truly stopped!
So are we. And some of us are very hungry.
Why didn't you moor by the pilot boat as we agreed? My fault, Tom! I suggested we did a bit more sailing! I've got water, milk, bread, eggs, and bacon!
That's splendid, dear boy! But how are you going to get it to us when we're both aground?
At least the mist seems to have lifted and the tide's on the turn. It'll be a long time yet, though, before we can float off.
My tummy's beginning to rumble. Tom, I'll wade across and get the food.
No, Dick, no, you'll drown in that mud.
He's right, it's like quicksand.
Couldn't you throw a rope across?
We never get it across.
But you can't just starve.
We shall have to until the tide turns.
There is one way we could do it, but I don't suppose William would like it very much.
Now, William, this is your moment. Everyone has one, just once. And he has to be a hero, or not think much of himself for the rest of his life.
Call him, Tom. Call him.
William! William! Come on, go, William!
You've just got to be a hero. I can't help you.
Go on, William. Go on, William. Go on.
Frisco, let Tom call him.
William! William! Good boy, William! Come, William! 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 Good boy! Come, William! William!
Have you had enough to eat and drink?
Plenty, thank you.
And is William happy and dry?
He thinks he's in a heaven for pugs.
I'm sending over his cod liver oil in case he catches cold.
Fine.
All away.
Tide's fairly flooding in. I should be afloat soon. Good. Then he can come across to us.
Listen, it can't be the Margaretta.
Tom,
Get down, Tom, get down.
Shouldn't we hide as well?
Stand still, everybody. They're bound to notice if we all suddenly disappear.
There he is!
I think they've seen us.
Look out, we're gonna hit the pool!
See what's happened down there?
There's water rushing in the front. We get to sleep.
She's going to sink. There's nothing we can do.
Oh, my God!
Help! Help us! We can't swim! We're still aground, and we can't get off the mud until the tide rises some more. Will we drown by then?
For God's sake, help us!
The death and glories.
Both of you, come on, faster! Nearly there, come on!
I'm in here! Why don't you shut up? I'm in command here! Who are you? No! You out! How dare you! Help! Get over here! You! How just get over here! Come on, hurry up! Hurry up! I won't forget that!
They're saved, thank goodness. Their troubles are almost over, William. And mine are just beginning.
These lads are now done as neat a bit of salvage work as I seen in 10 years. So you go to your telephone and talk to Rudley's of Wroxham and tell them that 3 little old boys have now saved the cruiser Margaretta from going down in the middle of the Anford Fairway.
I think it serves you right. The sooner we get back on dry land and home, the better. Here,
You
here!
haven't been so keen on rushing after that little brat who unmoored us at Hornby.
Who wanted action? Who wanted revenge? Who wanted to see that little ruffian laid by the heel?
Oh, but they're awful people, Tom. You mustn't give yourself up now.
You swore you were a sailor.
You were perfectly happy to leave all the decisions to me until you pulled the wheel out of my hand.
I tell you this much, Jerry. If you think you're ever going to get me to go on another holiday...
Oh, shut up!
This is the brat who caused all the trouble.
I've come to say I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Sorry about casting your moorings off. I wouldn't have done it if only the nest hadn't belonged to such a special bird. But it was wrong of me to cast you off like that.
Special bird? Do you realize how much mischief you've done with your stupid pranks, you little savage? I'll see you in a magistrate's court if it's the last thing I do!
Leave him be! If it weren't for the likes of him and his pals, you and your parcel of fools would be laying drowned in 5 fathoms of water by now.
Who the devil do you think you are?
Oh, shut up, Jerry. You've made a complete mess of things, and it's no good shouting the odds now.
Do you have to keep us here? Can't we get on?
Take your hands off that boy! Do you know the meaning of gratitude? Those 3 boys have rescued your cruiser and saved your lives. And have I heard a word of thanks? Nothing but snarling and threats. Now be off with you before I really lose my temper.
Just a minute, you stupid! Along, Terry. You take your hands off me! Get out of my way!
Well done, lad. You've got an excellent boy.
Death and glory, boys. Thanks to your pluck and quick thinking, a major boating tragedy has been averted. You saved the lives of valued clients. And when the Margaretta, the pride of our cruiser fleet, was in danger of sinking, you made possible, through your initiative by towing her into shallow water, a brilliant act of salvage. You boys are a credit to your parents, and to Horning, and to the Broads, and to all those who value life in this loveliest part of England. Now, go, Pete, Bill, step you up here. You and your crew salvaged the Margaretta, and in admiration, as well as by law, I'm bound to reward you. Joe, Pete, Bill, thank you very much. Well done, lads. Well done. Good. And now, to the death and glory, boys. All smile for the photographer.
Look!
Gosh, they've hatched.
And they've survived.
They've got you to thank for that, Tom. Aren't they lovely? Coots forever!
We better get a move on if you're to catch that train. Right, head both engines. You will come back, won't you?
And have lots more adventures.
And sail in our little old boat. Now we've got the cash money, we can do her up.
Yes, of course. If Mrs. Barrable will have us.
I think that might be arranged.
And don't forget to send me the photograph of the house, Martin. I shan't.
You will write